Hello everyone, I'm Afaf Kanja. Welcome to South South News, where we showcase the implementation of the best practices in South-South and triangular cooperation for the development of greater and stronger people, economies, countries, and therefore our world. Joining us today is Mr. Mohammed Ali Al Qaed. He is the Chief Executive Officer of eGovernment Authority of Bahrain. Mohammed, it's such a great pleasure to meet you and to have you in our studios here today at South South News. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you very much. Pleasure.
Thank you. So I'm very excited about getting a little bit more enlightenment on e-government and how that impacts, the Millennium Development Goals and how we can achieve some of those goals, of course, if not all of them by 2015, and of course, continuing after. So if we can just start kind of on a general level for ourselves to be more educated and, of course, for our audience watching today. What is e-government and how does that impact the advancement in the achievement of the Millennium Development Goals?
Of course, in Bahrain, we inaugurated the e-government strategy, first strategy in mid of 2007, under the patronage of His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Mubarak Al Khalifa, the Deputy Prime Minister and the head of the Supreme Committee for ICT. We had clear objectives, to deliver 200 services through 4 channels, channel of choice, give our customers the channel of choice through the portal, being a mobile, being a kiosk, a command center, a contact center, and to reach 80% satisfaction level on our customers. And when I talk about customers, it means anybody who deals with the government, being citizens, expats, businesses, the government as well. To raise the uptake of the services and to become the leader in the GCC countries. The good thing that, today we are almost done with our first strategy and we are working with a new strategy. We almost done with the 5 objectives, strategic objectives that you already set. We are #1 in the Middle East, not only the GCC or Arab countries in the Middle East. From the 42nd in the ranking on the UN development ranking to become 13th worldwide. And our objective was to become #5 in Asia. We are #3 in Asia now. After Korea and Singapore, Korea are #1 worldwide. And the web measure, we jumped from 44th to 8th. And the e-participation, we jumped from 36th to 11th. And so on, in the infrastructure, we are #19th worldwide. So there was a big jump, and we already delivered 160 services out of the 200. The 4 channels are active now, operational. The website, the mobile, we have around 50 services out of 55. We have 35 kiosks all around the country, installed 15 of the command centers. About the e-government program, we're already on track and we are planning for the next wave. Relating that to the economical term, we have the Bahrain Economic Vision 2030, which has been announced in 2008, and part of it to become effective government, efficient government, and fulfilling life for our citizens. And I'm sure that we cannot fulfill all of these objectives without the technology. It's very difficult to become more efficient or more effective or a better life for the citizens without it. And here we are trying to help the Vision 2030 by making the government as a one-stop shop, one door. Usually the governments, we have different ministries, different buildings, they have different techniques and ways of delivering the service. And that makes the bureaucracy there and makes the government less productive. What we are trying to do to break all of these barriers and silos and bring all the governments, different ministries, all within the same ministry, under one virtual network. To let our customers deal with one government and to become an integrated government. And with integration, I think we can deliver the value that we are looking for. So going back to your other bit about the MDGs, Bahrain already overachieved 7 of the 8 MDGs. in the poverty or health or the other areas. But what we are looking for, and part of the 2030, for example, about the poverty, we're not looking at the poverty. We're looking into doubling the income of our citizens by 2030. So we're already talking about the MDG plus. To set a target, we don't want to sit there and say, okay, we already achieved it. And the same for many countries. Why we don't contribute to have some higher objectives called MDG plus, and then commit ourselves to that and try to improve and to deliver that. On the other hand, of course, we are trying with this program, the MDG, to help other countries to achieve the MDGs.
Wonderful. And on that note of helping other countries, if I may, a country and its individuals have to be healthy and strong before they could, of course, help another country. If you can give me some examples on how e-government authority is actually enhancing the lives of Bahrainians today, and how this tomorrow can help other countries. Can you give us some examples?
Yeah, of course, if we take segments of our customers, earlier citizens, they had to line up, in long queues and drive and, find a car park to do some government services. And again, after, waiting for long in a queue to get a service, sometimes they had to go to another ministry and third and fourth and fifth ministry to get a single service delivered. With the government, what we are doing, we re-engineer and the processes that are in the government and try to streamline all of that. For example, talking about renewal of car registration. Insurance is there, contraventions has to be paid in a separate department, then inspections is there. The citizen had to go to a post office to stamp some papers, and then wait for, of course, the process, from the post to the traffic directorate and so on. So the process was about 3 weeks. And now all can be done online. You can apply online, renew your insurance, pay the contraventions, and just receive the badge of the car, the renewal. Similarly for the business, when they want to invest or they want to open a license for doing business in Bahrain, now most of these are automated, and we are streamlining all of these processes. So the investors, the time is key, is money. If they have to wait for a year to get permissions, they are not interested to come into the country. So it's very important to streamline and make it more efficient.
Absolutely. And I'm sure there has to be an educational element, because I know our teens and preteens are basically born with the internet and, see it as that we do the telephone, for example, in our generations. But how about educating a healthier society means an older society as well? How do you educate the elderly to be able to sort of streamline their services?
We have a capacity building program that we run for our government employees, the same as for the citizens. So we want to make sure that our citizens and our customers are ready to get used to the technology. We have free courses. We pick up unlimited potentials from Microsoft because it's free and it's a certified one. And we add some subjects related to the government program and services. So when we educate our citizens how to use the internet, how to use the technology, to use the computer, we tell them about the portal and the services on the portal and how to go through the service and understand better about the e-government program. It's been received very well. Many of our citizens, thousands of citizens, have been educated in that, and the uptake is going, exponentially higher by 20 or 30% every year.
Congratulations to that. Going back to the Millennium Development Goals, as you know, there's of course 8 core Millennium Development Goals, including eradicating extreme poverty, getting rid of AIDS and other diseases. Now there's talk about MDGs. Can you tell us a little bit about what those are and how those in fact tie into the core Millennium Development Goals?